Hello, I want to say thanks for checking out my channel. If you want to know more, please subscribe and follow. Alright, let's begin. Began Triple H, the chief content officer of WWE. H only lately admitted to have a family tree, persona SEO following the SummerSlam premium, in-person gathering of the self-styled tribal at the clash between Chief and Cody Rhodes, the most spectacular summer bash in the midst of Roman Reigns' television absence from WWE. Sikoa Solo has been instrumental in continuing the tale of the lineage that law enforcers took the initiative and established a fresh stable that encompasses Jacob Fatu, the Tatonga, and for a few weeks, they've got Tongalo. Been engaged in a feud with Cody Rhodes at Rhodes and SummerSlam. SEO are now locked. War horns for the unstoppable WWE champion. The fight was jam-packed with shocks as Kevin Owens and Randy Orton arrived to lend a hand to the American. Nevertheless, the worst was Roman, in the same vein as he had with his previous ex-enforcer who helped Cody in the end. At the WWE, Rhodes keeps his gold. SummerSlam news conference. Following the show, Triple H couldn't stop gushing over Solo. Roman Reigns' absence causes C's to work. In the past, Sikoa was referenced in the game on television, assumed charge of a fellow major feuds in the sport of professional wrestling. Amusement. The Supreme Ruler also conveyed his enthusiasm for the upcoming genealogical and, in particular, for law enforcer Cody sets out on his own. Imagine being a guy who is extremely short on Sikoa. Years spent working for the company receive a chance to ascend to this vantage point. To the industry's most famous celebrity, you can join Roman Reigns and take part in key plot point, and then Roman to go, and they say, well, you're going to standing in for you, and these men will be there alongside you when most recent development in your field. Will attempt to mimic that in the most recent plot points, such as envisioning the strain. So happy for him. What a fantastic success that each of them has achieved. Will perform that entire ensemble, particularly while performing alone. He estimated that it would take 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 54 seconds to 60 minutes after the clock strikes 1. It will intriguing to observe the results of the promotion firm located in Stamford has set out to. What happens to the lineage following Roman rule? Anniversary. SummerSlam was always going to be an important night for WWE when a superstar's legacy is solidified when the immigrants left their imprints on the annals of professional wrestling's past. There was only one difference at SummerSlam. Sikoa stood out from the crowd. Spectators at Detroit's Ford Field were playing a whir of electricity, looking forward to the rest of the night. Game after game sent via guarantee of premium amusement, but it was only C's astounding performance that stunned all. As a result of her recovery from renowned Unknown clan had come to demonstrate his argument, which he accomplished in the featured individual competed in a match against the longtime professional Drew. Both men, McIntyre included, engaged in a vicious and intense match demonstrating their strength, competence, and perseverance. Bravo, Solo. Disruptions and unwavering determination caused it to. It was evident that he was not your average rival. His every action was a demonstration, owing to his extensive education and inherent skill. As the last bell sounded, indicating following Solo's triumph, the arena burst into standing ovation for the youthful wrestlers. Sweat beaded down his cheeks as he triumphantly, a powerful expression of resolve that persists. His accomplishment was clearly visible in his eyes. Triumphed on a major WWE stage to a new level. Triumphantly, the mood backstage was similarly sanctioned officials and wrestlers. Everyone else felt compelled to share their appreciation of Solos. During the show, the corridors were alive with discussing what happened that night, but discussions eventually returned to alone C's unexpected triumph in a private. The head of content room Triple H of the WWE was going to speak about the media, renowned for his strategic acumen and able to spot skill. As Triple H observed, he was keenly aware of Solo's ascent. The promising young superstar could have rise to prominence in WWE. Triple H made an appearance in front of the press. Brighten up the space, casting light on his moving and self-assured look on his face. His presence as he walked up to the podium, holding everyone's interest there while members of the press eagerly awaiting his thoughts upon the evening. Thank you for attending the event. Earlier now, Triple H launched his deep voice as it echoes across the Space Festival of SummerSlam. Always marks a momentous occasion for WWE. Tonight is the night when we witness the completion of diligent effort, commitment, and last night we were treated to some truly remarkable, competent matches. However, there is a single display distinguishes itself from Solo Sikoa. A whisper of a sense of consensus washed over the audience. Then Triple H kept staring intently at powerful Solo Sikoa has a long history of legendary wrestlers, and this evening he inserted his personal narrative into that tale. His battle with Drew McIntyre failed miserably and amazing. What a remarkable achievers the room burst into. The impact of Triple H's remarks was substantial, as well as his recognition of Solo's reached a major milestone. He held off on continuing till the applause died down. Previous to maintaining one's own voice captures the essence of the meaning of a WWE superstar. Triple H spoke about his drive to tonight. He demonstrated his abilities and his heart to the globe. He is more than a mere moniker. He's someone to keep an eye on. While Triple H performed solo, SEO was in the wings, in the company of his loved ones. My friend, participants in wrestling, despite still being a young star, thinking about his historic victory. His dad, Arky, and his USO siblings were going to be their pride radiating from his side. Had faith in Solo's abilities from the start. He had certainly brought more pride to them than. As soon as the news conference ended, on his way to the backstage area, Triple H region the second he crossed, the crowd fell silent as he walked in, strolled up to Solo, and promptly, supported by the weight of the. When performing solo, Triple H extended his a variety of, "Wow, you were just amazing." After shaking hands with Triple H, there was Solo. The enormity of the compliment finally hitting home. "Your kind words mean a great deal to me, sir." Triple H gave you a knowing nod, his eyes brimming with reverence. "You possess exceptional qualities. On my own, keep going, keep pushing. Anything is possible while you're there. Succeed in the course of the evening on my own." As he contemplates the path that reached this stage of his, numerous times in the fitness center, gives up the wisdom passed down by his relatives. This moment had been built up throughout. Yet he was aware that that was only the start. Still more obstacles to overcome, triumphs to be achieved, and further chapters to develop. The next day for use in online communities, fires broke out in response to wrestling greats and SummerSlam enthusiasts. Both lauded C's Solo, trending hashtags for performances.